Have you ever sat on that toilet for 30 minutes, 45, an hour? You feel the pressure. You feel the urge. That deep, gnawing discomfort in your rectum telling you it's right there. But your body, it just refuses. You push until you sweat. You give up. You walk away frustrated, limping slightly, telling yourself, I'll try again later. But later comes, and the same thing happens again and again. If that sounds familiar, listen to me carefully. This is not constipation. Constipation is hard stool you can actually pass. What you have is a mechanical failure, a traffic jam. And no, a glass of prune juice or a fiber bar will not fix this. In fact, they might make it worse. Let's talk about why your stool is stuck at the door, why it is deadly serious if you are over 60, and the exact proven steps to clear it without tearing anything. Imagine a long, winding river. For 50 years, it flows fine. But slowly, the water level drops.
Debris piles up at a narrow bend. The river doesn't stop overnight, it just slows. Then one day, that debris compacts into cement. That is your colon.
Medically, this is called a fecal impaction, but let's use plain English. You have a hardened, dehydrated brick of stool sitting in your rectum. Your large intestine's job is to absorb water. When stool sits there for 5, 6, or 7 days, it turns from soft clay into hardened concrete. Here is the cruel irony of aging. After 60, the nerves in your rectum become less sensitive. You might feel the pressure, but the signal to push gets lost. Your gut slows down. Your thirst drops, so you are dehydrated without knowing it. And your medications, blood pressure pills, iron, painkillers, act like glue inside your intestines. You aren't weak. You aren't lazy. Your anatomy is fighting you. Here is where 90% of my patients get it dangerously wrong. When that hard mass blocks the exit, your intestines upstream are still producing liquid waste. That liquid has nowhere to go except to leak around the edges of the blockage. Like water finding a crack in a dam. You look down.
You see liquid? You think, oh, I have diarrhea. So you go to the pharmacy and buy anti-diarrhea medicine. If you take Imodium while you are impacted, you just paralyze the muscles trying to push the liquid around the brick. You will trap that mass forever. You will end up in the ER with a bowel obstruction. That diarrhea is overflow incontinence. It is a red alert, not a stomach bug. You need to handle this now. Do not strain.
Straining while impacted can drop your blood pressure, vasovagal syncope, and make you faint on the bathroom floor. Or worse, it strains your heart. Here is the medical grade protocol. Go to the pharmacy, buy glycerin suppositories. The mistake. People use one. You need 2 or 3 adult strength for an impaction. The position. Lie on your left side, not your back, not sitting. Left side uses gravity to follow the natural curve of your colon. Insert them deep with lubricant, then stay down for 45 minutes. Set a timer. Glycerin draws water into the stool via osmosis. It needs time to melt the outer shell of that brick. If you run to the toilet after 10 minutes, you will just poop out the suppository and the brick stays. If nothing happens after 45 minutes, get up. Walk slowly around your house for 15 minutes. Movement stimulates peristalsis, the squeeze reflex. Then lie back down and repeat the suppositories for another 45 minutes. If 2 rounds of glycerin fail, move to a warm water retention enema, Fleet brand. Administer it slowly on your left side. Hold it for 10 to 15 minutes. You are trying to hydrate the brick from above. If you have done all of this thoroughly, patiently, and nothing is moved for 7 days, go to the emergency room. Do not be embarrassed.
We see this 10 times a week. In the hospital, we have high-volume medicated enemas that penetrate deeper than anything at CVS. If that fails, we do a manual disimpaction. Yes, it is what it sounds like. A gloved, lubricated physician breaks the brick apart piece by piece. It is done under sedation. The relief is instant, and it saves your life, because an untreated impaction can ulcerate your bowel or cause sepsis. Once you are clear, you need a lifestyle change, not a diet, a system. You don't feel thirsty anymore. That is a neurological fact of aging. Drink 8 glasses a day, whether you want to or not. Set alarms.
Drink warm lemon water in the morning to kickstart the reflex. You don't need CrossFit, you need to move your hips. Walking is the mechanical massage your colon craves. If you are in a chair, lean side to side. Motion creates movement. Do not eat raw broccoli. That is insoluble fiber. It will just sit there. You need soluble fiber. Oatmeal, cooked carrots, avocado, applesauce. It retains water and turns into a soft gel. Pair it with a stool softener, Docusate, if needed, but avoid stimulant laxatives like Senna or Bisacodyl. They train your colon to be lazy. Every morning, 30 minutes after breakfast, sit on the toilet. Put a small stool under your feet to raise your knees above your hips. The squatting position. Do not push. Just sit for 5 minutes. You are retraining your brain-gut connection. Look, I know this is uncomfortable to talk about, but I am a doctor.
I do not care about embarrassment. I care about the 70-year-old who stops eating because she is afraid of the pain, or the man who faints on the bathroom floor because he pushed too hard. If you are suffering in silence right now, type "I am here" in the comments. I read every single one. You are not alone, and this is fixable. Take care of your gut. Move your body, drink your water, and if this saved you a trip to the ER, share it with the person in your life who needs to hear it. Subscribe. We talk about the real stuff here, not the fluff.